Okay, this video will guide you how to create this logo. Okay, so first of all, we will zoom into the instructions. This instruction for a square, 600 pixels by 600 pixels. Okay, so there's a few features that you need to make sure you do. Okay, and with a 6-point black outline and a blue radial gradient fill. Okay, so these three things must be created in Inkscape, and press 6 to zoom in. Okay, so click on this square tool and draw a shape that looks like a square first. Okay, then now in order to achieve that 600 by 600 pixels, you must first click on px for pixel and delete away the numbers here. For width, W for width, enter 600, and for height, H, enter 600, enter. Okay, so this is the square that the question needs you to do. Okay, now let's look at the outline. For the outline, it needs to be in points. So always check unit of measurement first is points, and you must also now right click and check for whether the thickness is 6. Okay, so done. And finally, for this square, it must be a blue radial fill. So go to the gradient button. So this is the gradient button. Click and choose radial gradient. Click. The other gradient is the linear gradient. Okay, so this is the radial gradient that creates a circular effect. Okay, double click on the square, and you see that there's this effect now, which is what we want. Now for the color, you have to choose this square first and click one time to select it. Okay, then now you choose blue. Okay, so that's all that you need to do. Okay, so for the square is done. Next, the weight. Okay, so we need to draw a weight. So it must be a rounded yellow rectangle, 6-point border in black. So there's 2 weights, and not just that, there's a bar, handlebar that joins them. Okay, so let's now create one first. To draw a rounded rectangle, you just click and pull this circle. Okay, the color is yellow. Okay, so now go back to the pick tool. Okay, and everything will be very small if you concentrate on just this size of the screen. So you need to zoom in to see better what's going on. Okay, so now I think this is still too big. Okay, so I will need to click one more time in order to rotate it a bit. Okay, so now I duplicate and I can flip. If not, I can also rotate. Okay, so I have this idea I want to flip. Okay, so now I need to create a handle. So for the handle, I will rather use a bezel tool. Click, double click once, click once and double click twice to end. Okay, so how to make it curve? It must be under shape tool. You double click in the center, click upwards and make it rounded node. Okay, so you can adjust a little bit more by using the handles. Okay, now let's look at it on the size of this paper. Okay, it seems okay. Alright, so once it is okay, you need to change the thickness. Okay, make sure that you are satisfied with the size first, then you change the thickness. Okay, so the thickness shall be 6 point. So always choose the unit of measurement first, then 6. And for the weight itself, 0.6. Okay, 6 points. Okay, so as you can see, this handle should be behind, so I'm going to bring it to back, send to bottom. Okay, or maybe I just send to back one time. Okay, this is better. Okay, so next I want to create the words Cooper Black for the font name and size 40. Okay, our mental health, and is a priority. Now this should be done separately, okay, because it has two different font types. And not just that, this is a priority, is slanted. You should follow the upper and lower case of the question paper. Okay. To make it slant, you should click it one more time and drag this handle here, which is a left right handle. Okay, and for these words, okay, go back and select and make sure it's Cooper Black. Okay, you can type the okay. Now, so you have chosen Cooper Black and size 40. Okay, next, let's now do the okay, so you must make sure that this second word is a priority, is aerial rounded empty bowl, size 28 and skewed. Skewed just means it's slanted. Okay, so this is aerial rounded empty bowl, size 28. Okay, next. Okay, so the arms, body, and legs must be in pink fill and 6-point red outline. Okay, so let's look at the body, the arms. Okay, notice that the arms are curves and the legs are just bent legs. Okay, the lines are bent. Okay, so we are going to create this effect, and there's two semicircles here for the shoes. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, I'm going to continue for the character. It's made out of many circles. If you get this, it's because of your previous work doing an arc, so you must click circle again. Okay, so you can give it a color first, but later on, okay, so you must create many other circles. Make sure there is no hole in the center. Okay, make sure there's no hole in the center. If you are okay with this design, okay, then you now marquee select all, and choose path union. Okay, so this is the character. Now the character needs to be red color, pink color. Okay, pink, maybe I'll choose from here, pink color. Okay, and must be red color outline. Before you choose the outline thickness, better you make sure that this is the size that you want. Okay, because once you resize, the thickness of the outline will change, confirm change. Okay, so now this is really the size I want. So I do a right click at the bottom left of the screen. There's the word fill and stroke. Then there's a number there. Right click, always choose the unit of measurement first, which is point, and they ask for 6, so choose 6, and later on the color of the border must be red. Okay, yes, red, so I've just read that is red. Press shift on your keyboard before choosing the color. Okay, so this is how it works. Next, put it to the main drawing. You can do such a thing. Your main drawing is on your left and your working is on the right. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the arms. The arms is made up of curved line. To draw a curved line is like how you draw the handle of the weight. You draw a straight line first using bezel tool. One click on the left. Since this is going upwards, then I double click upwards. Okay, so I zoom into this and show you what's happening. Go to shape tool, double click a node, drag out, make it curve using this smooth node 2, and now try to create the effect like what you see on your question paper. Okay, so something like that. Now you can see that the shape is there but the size is not there. You need to resize. Okay, make sure this is the size you want. Oh no, this is not the size I want, it's too small. So I must make it longer. Then now is the time that you have to change to right click the stroke number, choose point, right click, choose 6. And not just that, the color must be red because the question paper says so. Press shift button on your keyboard, then choose red. If you don't do that, you cannot color the line alone. Do you realize that it is in front of the body? It cannot be in front of the body. It must be at the back. So you're going to choose this. Lower it one step down. So click one time. One time will do. Okay? Now it's lowered. Now duplicate this arm and I do a flip to be fast. Okay, and put it here. Done. Okay? Next, for the legs. For the legs, I shall use bezel tool, but this time round I don't curve the note. So, yeah, so I can do like this. Click one time, double click to end. Okay? Then, size of the thickness of this is a point. And remember, I always say unit of measurement, you must choose first. Then 6. Then shift on your keyboard and choose the color red. Okay? Yes, if you don't choose shift, if you don't press shift, let's say I use yellow. If I don't press shift, it will be like this. So cannot. Okay? So you must do this. Another way to create the leg, I show you. Actually, you can duplicate already. But never mind. I show you one more time. Bezel tool. Create a straight line. One click on top. Double click to end. Shape tool. Double click here and bend. Okay, yes, but you don't curve it. Okay, so now no choice because I didn't duplicate. I must redo this. Okay, finally is the shoes. Okay, second last thing is the shoes. Is a semicircle. Okay, so now draw a circle. Just open up using the small little tiny circle there. And choose segment. Okay, and okay, now choose pick 2 first. Now I want to flip it the other side. Okay, so you can also press V on your keyboard to flip vertically. Now even the shoes need to be red color, so like this. Okay, the shoes are too big now. Okay, always refer to your question paper to see what you need to have. Okay, finally is the eyes. Yes, the eyes is a part of a circumference. Okay, so draw a circle. Okay, now, don't want the fill. Okay, I also don't want this line. So you must choose up to, up. Okay, if you want circle, you go back to this. Okay, then from circle, you must open up again. Okay, then choose up again. Okay, this is how you play with it. Okay. Then next, best is that you go back to pick 2. Okay, so make it much smaller. Okay, it's not slipping, so it's happy face, so it's awake. So I flip upwards. Okay, now I can do the official. I need to do the 6 point. So right click point, right click 6. It must be black color. In black. Okay, so black color, shift and choose black color, and now duplicate. Okay, so this is my character. So with this, if you read your question paper, you need to export to a PNG file using this file name. And make sure you check that the objects are drawn proportional size to each other. Okay, and make sure the order is correct. Now I'm going to check the order of my legs. I think I never checked that. So yes, then something is wrong. the leg must be behind. So move, lower one step down is here. Go to this, lower one step down. Okay, so now I'm going to stop the video here.